I feel you on that argument. But Joe's never been creative with the draft. The one time he got creative was Darko, and we're still paying for that. 2, I'm holding my breath. I'm waiting till the free agency. Then I'm going to either bark or, or I'm going to go and lay down. But I'm waiting for that. But you know what? I think Jamie brought this up. Calderon. Calderon. What's up with that? I'm hoping he's coming back, and maybe that's why Joe didn't shoot a move for a point guard.
All right, but let's say he does come back. Hold on. Let's say Jose Calderon comes back. Here's your problem. 1, he's going to be an $8 to $10 million player. 2, he's a matador on defense. Simply cannot guard anyone. And 3, he is not athletically gifted for you to be able to get up and down the floor the way you want to when you have a gifted center like Drummond. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't.
But he's a point guard?
But again, okay, well, I could have had my point guard for 25% of the price and saved the money to go out and get a wing in free agency. Your thoughts?
But you know what? I'm going to say this to you real quick, and I know the Michigan haters or the Michigan lovers are going to hate me for this, but I'm going to say this here now. I don't really think Trey Burke is going to be a good point guard in the pros.
Great.
That's
then you know what?
Opinion.
Then and Joe agreed with you. So take him and then deal him for 14 and 21. Or deal him for Alex Burks and 21.
But see, this is what I don't understand, because I've heard a couple of people talk like him. They don't think Burke's going to be a good point guard. And, I mean, look, no one knows. This is a crapshoot. I get it. There's no sure things other than LeBron.
No.
But what's the downside of Trey Burke, other than the fact that he's 6 feet tall? There have been short point guards. Last time I checked, Chris Paul was 6 feet tall, okay? John Stockton was 6 feet tall. They're 2 of the best ever. I'm not saying Trey Burke could be that, but other than his size, what's the downside of Trey Burke? The guy's smart with the ball, never turns it over. He can take over a game mentally, meaning he knows the right thing to do at almost every turn. Why are people down? What's the downside of Trey Burke? I honestly don't know.
People, you need to listen to this, man. I'm just going to tell you, when Jamie goes ham, good things happen. I stand by it. I still think the best thing they could have done might be to take Burke and deal him. And then you get the 2 draft picks, and you know what you end up with? You end up with leverage. You end up with 2 options to help fill the roster out. Maybe you get down to 14 and you grab Shabazz Muhammad. There's your athletic wing. Now, does he have problems? Yep. Can he fill it up? Yep. But now I've mitigated the risk because I can come back at 21 and I can go and draft a guard. I can go and draft a big. I could go and draft any damn thing I want because I have leverage. It doesn't make any sense the way Joe approached this. Not unless Kentavious Caldwell Pope is an absolute star. If Joe sat there...
And a great shooter. I mean, one of the great shooters we've seen.
Yep. That's the only way this becomes remotely acceptable.
By the way, what was the deal with Muhammad last night? He wasn't there, and then he was? He was
across the street.
Why?
He was afraid that he was going to be
He didn't want to be the Brady Quinn or something like that?
Yeah, didn't Brandon Jennings do the same thing? Remember he was across the street?
Yeah.
And then he put the suit on and walked in.
Then he popped in. Then he did an interview talking all about the Timberwolves wearing a Utah Jazz hat. I thought that was great, too.
Well, I mean, the other thing last night that took place as well, how about Drew Holiday getting shipped?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it have been nice for Joe to get involved and dangle the 8, maybe dangle a Brandon Knight out there, and come home with Drew Holiday and go, you know what? I don't need to take a pick. I don't need to take a chance.
I just got an all-star.
I just got one of the better young point guards, He signed an extension. We're going to have to pay him. No big deal. But Drew Holiday here, you're better. You're a better team. Did Joe get involved? No. Because Joe lacks any creativity on draft night. And then you know what you'll hear from these Pistons insiders? Oh, well, draft night trades are not Joe's thing. Oh, okay. Well, what is his thing? Boning most of the draft picks? Go to Carl, 97.1. Hello, Carl.
Hey, how you doing, man? I just wanted to say, stop whining. Goodness gracious, Joe did the right thing for the team and for the city.
How?
His coach can shoot the ball. He can rebound the ball. He makes a lot of steals.
Oh, really?
He was the whole Georgia team. They had nothing without him. They haven't had nothing since Dominique Wilkins.
They went 14 and 17.
Player. They should only drafted 3 players. It was between Trey Burke. It should have been that point guard, the 6'6" point guard.
Yeah, his name's Michael Carter Williams. So the next time you call in to educate us, remember the names. They should have taken 3 players. 2 of them are point guards who we are supporting, and we are complaining they didn't take. But you call in and tell us we're whining. Yes, you're right. Kentavious Caldwell Pope, in a sport where an individual can carry a team, went 14-17 at Georgia.
He was the SEC's Player of the Year, Mike.
In the worst year the SEC's ever had.
Oh, well, yeah, there's that, too.
97-1.